Guess what I found? I know, I have to admit, I was wrong and nobody took my shit like I thought. I really don't owe anyone an apology per se, because I never really had a chance to ask anybody if they'd seen it. But, so it was where I left it, sort of, kind of. Now, remember when I said I had set it on my yellow top where my tote is so that I could charge it? Well, it was on my yellow top, but it was inside of my hygiene bag, like the blue bag that I keep my toiletries in. I put it on the side of that, and that is what stays on top of, when I'm not using it, it's on top of my yellow top of my tote. Yeah. And I realized, I'm like, okay, my other stuff is plugged in on my black drop cord, and then everyone else, well, all this other stuff that's not mine is plugged into the 6-piece extended outlet. So I'm going to sit it here in hopes of either everything in my plugged into my black drop cord will be done charging by the time I wake up, or somebody will move their stuff eventually. But then when I woke up, I had completely forgotten. Anyways, I found it, okay? I found my stuff. Now, about my job. So, I kind of had the luck of the Irish today. Like, what a coincidence that I came into the library and I had gotten on the computer because I had to do some research, and I'm trying to get as much done with the paperwork. Well, haven't even started the paperwork. I'm just getting my evidence together for filing. And then I see my assistant manager's husband, and I, wave. I'm like, hey, how you doing? He's like, hey, we're literally chit-chatting about work. He was like, what are you doing here? I was like, one, I came to do some paperwork, and two, to see if I should start looking for another job because of what's going on at the breakfast spot. And he was like, yeah, you're gonna have to. I was like, are you serious? I'm like, they're just not gonna open? He's like, no. I'm like, at all, like ever again? He was like, no, it's gonna be a few months, probably to the end of the year. I was like, what? Because one, of all the mold, yeah, and it had flooded. So like, how I'm standing up here, for my height, I'm 5'4". I am 64 inches. So it was the height of the desk, and the desk and the tables all hit me exactly at the waist, like around the waist area at least. That's how high the water had gotten in the office, in the back of the house, in the front of the house, including the bar area. It was outrageous. It was crazy. So we had gone and, to help clean things out, to get things off of the walls, to throw away oh man, I always get the hiccups. We threw away inventory, got things off of the walls. We threw away to-go boxes and to-go cups. We, took out the estantes, the shelves, you know what I mean? Oh my God, we salvaged some dishes and we were able to wash those. Oh, and then we took out the wall, well, not the actual walls. That's something that the construction people have to do. But we removed booths and chairs and we moved chairs and tables. The bottom of the booths we moved because that's where a lot of extra storage was in certain booths. And then we had already had some construction people coming to take out some more of the booths and to take down some of the walls and stuff. Oh man, I've been in the restaurant industry for a while and I've experienced some crazy things, but this one, This one takes the cake. It's literally at the top of the list of the wildest things I've experienced, because this was a natural disaster and it came out of nowhere in the middle of the summertime. Cause like where I work, you don't hear anything like this happening, because we are in the Piedmont region, or at least we've never heard anything like that happen before. Like you hear about stuff like in the beach area in Miami, you know, hurricane season, the beachfront properties and restaurants, they get flooded out and they have to redo everything, but not where I'm from. However, earlier in the year, late last year, we had hurricanes in the mountains that flooded everything. And that's not something you hear at all. Like mountains flooding, at least not where I'm from. Okay, and then, this morning I had done my makeup. It's probably a mess now because I've been out since 7 this morning and it's been hot, but it's raining now. And my face is partially melted, I feel like. But I had done my makeup early this morning and I was in the the single-use bathroom. But, when I woke up and said good morning to my roommates, apparently I bothered them somehow. I'm not exactly sure how, because last night when they came in, I was already like laying down and asleep. And then I did not encounter them this morning until after I came in from doing my makeup. And, when I was like, okay, good morning, hey. So either they had been discussing me the night prior when I was already in a deep sleep at the time, or the day before when I wasn't around and they decided that they don't F with me, or this morning, whatever they heard me talking about bothered them, which I didn't really bring up names. All I said was, I was talking about how there's really like no privacy, and I'm the type of person like in the morning and especially at night right before I go to bed, I need some sense of solitude because I work in an industry where I'm constantly talking to people, not just the guests, but also my coworkers. So in the mornings, I want to be, that's my sense of peace, my little sense of solitude before I go into work. So I want some quiet. And then when I get home, my first instinct is just to start talking. I want to be quiet. I want to decompress, to shower, and then, have some sort of ritual to where I can calm down and get to bed. And they always want to talk. They need to do a lot of things together, a lot of things. I mean, shower together, go and eat together each and every time there's mealtime. Everyone wakes up at the exact same time, or at least gets out of the bed at the exact same time. And that's just not how I roll. Again, that's something people have told me, that I am too independent. It's by design. Like, even if I wanted to be part of a community, I wouldn't be able to be a part of one. Only because even like growing up, when I thought I had friends, I had to learn through experience the hard way that my friends aren't my friends in the way that I think they are, no matter how much reassuring that they're doing me. So honestly, the way they're acting now, even if I begin out cool with them and we were getting along, they still be talking shit behind my back, and they still end up being funny towards me around each other. So I shouldn't even worry about it. Now, for the rest of the day, Oh wait, I went to the open house and I checked out the the townhouse for rent. I had to think about it. And it's a 1 bedroom, very small, very small. And for what it's worth though, like the monthly payments, I think I'll go ahead and apply. However, because of the fact that my job will be out of commission for at least like 4 months or so, I'll have to apply for unemployment and as well as look for another job. So, how am I gonna pay rent? You know, I gotta think about that. And the few dollars that's in my account, the couple hundred that's in my account, okay, but the few hundred that's in my account, I have to pay for this claim that I'm filing, which is at least $200. Then I have my few set of bills that's coming up, which is going to be another few $100s, and my storage bill, which is another $250. Oh my God. I'm about to lose my mind. Let me not think about it too hard. Shouldn't think about it too much, right? I don't know. I'm going to figure something out. But I applied to 2 jobs today at least. Man. Man. What am I going to do?